Aloha everyone! In today's episode, I'm gonna uncover the secrets and reasons why I choose to travel in a camper van in Maui. Good morning everyone, it is 4:30 in the morning. We'll explore the routine in the camper van, traveling around this incredible island. I'll take you with me to a traditional lay day event, and I'll share with you a little secret of a project I'm currently working on, and you get a glimpse of some very interesting experiences I had around the island. Hi Jack, how are you? Aloha. I will teach you how to make my favorite papaya bowl with the taste of aloha, and tonight we'll attempt some stargazing. Do you think we'll get a good glimpse of the sky? Stick till the end of the episode to see. Let's adventure, everyone! This is Maui season, episode 3. For the next days, we moved camping sites from the north to the southwest part of Maui, since the goal is to explore this part of the island the next days and go to places like the Nakalele Blowhole, a magical enchanted forest for real, see the dragon's teeth. So stay tuned because the next episodes are filled with these adventures. In this side of the island, I chose to stay at Camp Olowalu after several recommendations. So the number one advantage of traveling in a camper van is that you can always relocate and stay closer to the area you want to explore, especially when traveling in an island, so you don't waste time and gas crossing back and forth to your hotel every day. The camping site was right on the beach, and some of the experiences I lived here were quite memorable. Hi, my name is Selena, but you can call me Sally, and welcome to my channel, Let's Adventure. Good morning everyone, it is 4:30 in the morning, and that's the routine here. Wake up at this hour to drive to a beach to catch a nice sunrise. Let's go. Number 2 of my favorite things about van traveling is waking up to a new view every day. This morning, I parked on a beach park that was right next to the camping site. Traveling solo, I don't like to be driving and looking at the phone and trying to figure out where my next spot to go will be. So I did all this research in advance and researched the greatest spots that I could pull in with the van, so I could easily just wake up 5 o'clock in the morning and know exactly where I was driving to.
If my oe kupano iho inuna ilalo iwe ianei ahena ni oh no inuna ilalo iwe ianei ahena ni oh no. On the island we do it island style, from the mountain to the ocean, from the windward to the leeward side.
Even though I like to pre-plan all my spots to go, I'm flexible to change the plans. And that is one of the best parts of traveling solo. In the flight to Maui, I found in the plane magazine there was gonna be a lay day event in the island, and how lucky was I to be there for it. And I'm really glad I was able to experience this. This was definitely the most immersed I've been in Hawaiian culture. Leis are such an important part of the Hawaiian culture, symbolizing love, respect, and the spirit of aloha. Building your own lei is a beautiful process that really connects you to the island's traditions. The art of lei making dates back centuries and was originally used in religious ceremonies. In the beginning, I was a little lost with so many beautiful options, but you just gotta get started and you find yourself in the process. And I think this inspired me a little bit on how life should be. And as you can see, no Hawaiian celebration would be complete without hula dancing. Hula is much more than just a dance. It's a way to tell stories through graceful movements, chants, and music. Traditionally, hula was a form of worship and means to preserve the history and legends of the Hawaiian people, and something you definitely cannot leave Hawaii without experiencing. The festival also included many local art pieces and amazing Hawaiian food. I found my favorite tuna nachos to enjoy. Another recommendation for you. The number 3 best part of van traveling is being able to stop whenever something catches your eye. I stopped at this beach that instantly made me time travel to this one time I was in Florianopolis in Brazil with my cousin Rafaela. And she took me to this beach that had these big rocks all over the place. And she told me this folklore story I never forgot. The story, told by the folklorist and historian Franklin Cascais from Brazil, is one of the most famous stories he collected about the witches of Itaguaçu Beach. According to the legend, the witches of the island used to gather at Itaguaçu Beach for their gatherings and celebrations. These were secretive and mystical events, full of magic and enchantment. However, one night, they made the grave mistake of forgetting to invite the devil to the party. And angry, the devil decided to crash the party uninvited, and in his fury, he cursed the witches and transformed them into rocks, leaving them forever petrified on the beach as a punishment for their arrogance. These rocks are known as Pedra das Bruxas, witch stones, and can still be seen in Itaguaçu Beach in Florianopolis, Brazil today. And this made me wonder if some of those witches made that same party and mistake here in Hawaii. This legend, and like many others from the region, reflects the deep connection the people of the island have with the supernatural and the natural world around them. And this fascinates me. This was a cool connection I found in between my roots from Brazil and the amazing energy you feel here in Hawaii. I love learning the mythology stories when I'm here. One of my favorites are those about Pele, the Hawaiian volcano goddess. But we'll get into that another day. Hawaii is a place that always keeps bringing me back. My number 4 favorite thing about traveling in a van is the opportunity to connect with your own self. For me, this was the perfect chance to work on a secret project I've been excited about. I'm writing a motivational speech that I'll be presenting before the end of the year. And originally, I chose to travel solo in a camper van here in Hawaii because this place is full of good energy and inspiration. It felt like the perfect environment to dive within and begin this journey. I'll share more about it with you later, but when you are connected with the energy, it's crazy how you attract people. And look what happened to me when I was writing my speech. All right, so every day in the van, I've been meeting different people that just come here and talk to me. And today I met...
My name is Jack.
Hi, Jack. How are you? Aloha.
Aloha.
So where are you from, Jack?
I'm born and raised on Maui.
How long have you been living
I
here?
lived in Maui for 59 years, born and raised.
Tell me what this island means to you.
Maui is my home. Maui is Noko'oi, it's number 1 in the world. People from all over the world will tell you Maui, nowhere else. All nationalities come to Maui. They tell you the best climate, best place to live. And we have a lot of difficulties because of the fire, as far as housing. But you gotta do what you gotta do in life. You gotta live, and don't let anybody put you down. And all you do is pick your head back up and you go forward in life. Your life might change for a little bit, but I can tell you what, if you believe in whatever you believe, you'll never hit that bottom. You always will climb back on that ladder and goes back up.
Oh
you will make yourself go down. You make what you want, and you can go back up. You don't have to be rich to be happy. It's in
Amen.
here. It's in your
Amen.
heart. I can be the poorest person, but I'm happy. I'm happy. Might not be the happiest, but I'm happy because you know what? I appreciate what I got.
Yeah.
Keep going forward in life,
Yeah.
and you find yourself. Believe me. Struggle. Life is a struggle. Nobody said things gonna be perfect. There's rich, there's poor, and there's a lot of poor people is more happier than rich people. Let
Yeah.
me tell you, it's inside of you. I learned this. Took me many years where I come from, but I meet a lot of people from all over the world, and if you cut your skin, we all bleed red. You bleed green, you're a fucking alien. Let me tell you. I love you guys, Maui.
Thank you. Thank you so
And I like
much.
Selena meeting you.
Thank you. Nice to
And
meet
we talk
you.
again.
We'll
All
see you
right.
again.
I gotta go.
Aloha. And with that, I gotta say that my number 5 of the favorite things of traveling in a van was the random people that was curious about the van lifestyle that came to talk to me, and how many people I met because of that. Alright everyone, it's finally time. I'm going to teach you how to make my favorite papaya bowl. But first, let me share that the 6th thing of my favorite part of traveling in a camper van is that you're able to cook wherever you are. Now, let's dive into this recipe. First, I tried this papaya bowl on the big island, Hawaii, thanks to my friend Jackie, and I've been hooked ever since. It's super simple. You just need a papaya, some fruits like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, bananas, whatever you love, cottage cheese, and granola. Cut the papaya in half or to size, fill it with cottage cheese, top with the fruits and granola, and voila! You've got a healthy and delicious snack. And let me enjoy this with a view. And number 7 goes to showering outside. What an experience! I will tell you though, showering in the van, it's not the best of the experiences, but it is one of my favorite parts of traveling in a van because wherever you are adventuring, when you come back, you have a shower ready to go, especially for some of those muddy hikes I went to. There's something about the ocean that instantly puts everything into perspective. Back at the campsite, I went to renew my energy sitting by the beach and was surprised by the sea turtles peeking their heads out of the ocean water. Watching them gliding effortlessly through the water, I'm reminded of the natural rhythm of life. These turtles, these waves, they move at their own pace, unhurried and unconcerned with the rush of the world. It's a powerful reminder that life doesn't always have to be a constant race. Sometimes, the most meaningful moments come when we simply slow down and observe. In the stillness and simplicity, we can find a deep sense of peace. It's in these quiet moments that we reconnect with ourselves, breathe deeply, and feel truly alive. The ukulele is a symbol of Hawaiian culture. It's known as the gift that came here, a reminder that joy can be found in small, unexpected places. Strumming a tune with the ocean as my background music, I'm reminded to celebrate the simple pleasures. It's easy to get lost in the hustle of life, but moments like this remind us to pause, breathe, and just be present. Here with the waves at my feet, a little nervous of all the crabs that were coming out and back into their holes around me, I find a freedom and peace that's hard to find anywhere else. We find finally made it to the first night of stargazing, and it's the perfect way to wrap up the day. And with that, this is my 10th and final reason why traveling in a camper van is so special. You can just step outside, away from the city lights, and lose yourself in the beauty of the night sky. And this is all for tonight, everyone. I'll see you on next episode.